the food that's fallen on the ground that everybody walks by to get to the supermarket looks much more inviting to me than something I pick off the shelf. And sometimes I get sad when there's abundance everywhere and it's not noticed or it's not shared. This is a macadamia I planted when I was 21. We had a big tree party and everyone brought some trees to plant. I was 1 year old. My parents met and they got married and then they bought this place. And here is the lolly from the jarning tree. After the rain, it goes all soft. And it tastes like jelly beans with no sugar. This one here is sandpaper fig, Greek sandpaper fig. This one, when it's ripe, they go purple and they're juicy and they taste like the figs that you buy from the shop. This one's native hibiscus, native rosella. It's very succulent. There's food everywhere and we've forgotten. We used to know. And I learnt from the grandparents, people who've been through depression, people who've been through the war, people who've lived on farms. Well, the Gumbanga mob, they showed me, and Yulunga mob showed me. They know how to utilise what's available. And nowadays, I think a lot of that is not necessary anymore because of the supermarkets. And that's what my baskets and woven dilly bags. I don't need to kill anything down here because I find it already dead, fresh. And I cook it up for my families. It's native grape or water vine. And you can eat the grapes, but they've got no sugar in them. And they're really, really good. Lily pilly. Kids call them monkey leaves. They're like a little bit sour, astringent. Tastes a bit like the lily pilly fruit, but when there's no fruit, you can still eat them. And they'll grow all along the creeks. I went to Yungai school for a little bit, but it's too far. So I did distance education, or it's called correspondence school. So I had a lot of time to spend with all these friends of mine, and watched them and grew up with them. And this tree here is the same age as me. I remember coming down here and these are all saplings. And recently, their mother fell over in the biggest wind. This is the mother of all these other trees. And you can see from the roots that it's a very big tree. When a tree dies, it's a big home gone. The home it used to be for the birds, possums, all the other animals changes. Grapes coming up and figs and yam, raspberry, native lettuce. That's really good for your kidneys, good for your liver. It's really, really sad that this mother tree, mother of all these babies here, fell down in the wind. It got left when all this place was cleared for dairy. It was big, grew up wide because it was in clear country when it grew up. and it brought up all these other babies. So this tree has done a big job. And now, where there's death, makes room for new life. Welcome to my garden. There's an abundance of food everywhere. Everywhere you look, you'll see food, and you don't have to struggle to try and grow food and keep the weeds out, because the weeds are your helpers, and they will provide food for you and look after the soil and help your other veggies to grow. This one is chickweed. It's just the end of its season. Chickweed is a very powerful healing herb, and if you got itches on your skin or react to something, or allergy or something on your skin, or bites or things like that, this will really soothe it. But also, this is good tucker. And put it into soups and omelettes, and tastes a bit like corn silk. And as you can see, it's got lots of stringy bits, and that's a sign that it's got lots of silica in it. And if you eat the stems of things, you get your silica and calcium. And this one is native spinach, and this one will grow all along the coast. You find it behind the sand dunes in wet places. And this one is, especially if it grows by the coast, it's full of minerals. And milk thistle is like dandelion or lettuce. You can eat it raw, a little bit prickly, yeah. And bitter food looks after your liver. This is fat hen. It's like a spinach, but it's just delicious. And this one is like a potato. Grate it up and wash it, put it in water and it will settle, and then you skim the top off it, put it out in the sun to dry, and you've got flour. And this one, it's really good for your skin, just like mustard greens. Now, when you're picking stinger nettle, you have to be really careful not to let it bite you. And if it does bite you, it's okay, because it's good for arthritis. We don't spend a lot of time playing with food, processing it, harvesting, gathering, and sharing that food. And I miss that. And I like the local markets where everyone brings what they've grown and shares it around. You are what you eat. So if you're eating from your country, you're a part of that country. Everything comes from the land and goes back to the land. And when we live from a supermarket, it's very dangerous, because if everything comes from there, what happens if something goes wrong with the supermarket? How are we going to look after each other?